So here's another one in the series for the eBay standard envelope and Etsy tracking, letter tracking stats for June 2022. How are they stacking up? How's the post office doing? Are they getting the scans? Are you still getting those emails from customers saying my postcard was delivered but it's not here? Where is it? I'll go over that in this video. But every month I'm tracking different things on the eBay standard envelope and the Etsy letter tracking. Now, Etsy letter tracking is basically the same thing as eBay standard envelope, and you use that in Etsy just like you do in eBay. They call it different things, and there's ESU numbers in eBay, and there's USPS numbers, a barcode number that you get in Etsy. Now, eBay did well this month with the no scans. They had, out of 100 mailings that I pulled out of eBay for the month of June, every one of them got a scan somewhere in the system. Before, that was a bigger problem, where I was getting nine no scans. They only had a 90% ratio. But this month they got a scan on everything. They did do well in 2 major scans, and you'll see that in the chart. Etsy, by the way, dropped a little bit in some areas. Now, I only got 18 scans that I was able to pull out of Etsy because of the sales volume. And I had some bigger orders on Etsy, and also a lot of people on Etsy will request first class postage. So that's a different tracking number. But I was able to get 18 numbers out by the time I did this. Now, we're going to walk through the details quickly of each of the charts and the graphs I have that I'm tracking for every month, just to show the improvements or the degradation of the service that they say they provide to us. But before that, if you're new here, or you just want a refresher on a simplified version of how this works, watch this. Here is a slide I'm going to bring up on the big screen. This is just the process in my head on there, not real detailed, layman terms. I don't know how everything works with this. I can speculate from my IT background, my technical background, but there are so many different ways to do it. But in a nutshell, this should explain to anybody how it works. So the first box there is you got eBay and Etsy platform. They're connected across multiple data centers and stuff like that. They're not in the same one. That's why it's got the dotted line there. They're 2 separate companies, 2 separate platforms, 2 separate programs, applications, and stuff like that. They're not shared. But I just put them in a box to make it easier. When someone buys a postcard from either eBay or Etsy, it goes to the post office. The post office then sends data to eBay or Etsy in some way, format, a file, web services, some integration is going to go up and going to come down. Either eBay and Etsy picks it up or directly goes into those platforms if they have shared access. So that's your scans. When it hits the post office, it goes back and forth into the tracking on eBay and Etsy. If everything is successful with the delivery, then you got a happy customer like at the end here. Even though the scans are not happening, most of the time the customer gets the card and they're happy. Well, that's a very simplified version of what happens when you mail a postcard using eBay standard envelope or Etsy letter tracking. And as you can see, there's multiple points of failure, and it's kind of hard to point the finger at what's going on where. But let's take a look now at eBay. 100 random mailings out of June. I just went in there and took 100 mailings. I didn't do them all in a row or whatever. I just picked out throughout the month and put them on my spreadsheet. The chart here, the first column is the state that the postcard was mailed to. I'm located in Illinois. So California is farther from me than Virginia or Indiana. The next column is the label, created label. That's where I create the shipping label. I have full control of that, and I create all the labels 100%. So that's the control number. So at the bottom, you'll see there's 100 labels that were created. The origin scans, they only did 92%. They missed 8 origin scans. 8. And that's, for me, that's Champaign, Illinois, which is only an hour and a half, 2 hours south of me. And we got trucks going down there from here to there twice a day, I believe, mail trucks. It's not that far. But that's where everything goes to for the first sorting center, and that's where the origin scan would be. I didn't really see a pattern anywhere on any dates or anything like that. It's just sporadic throughout that the origin scans go through. The next one was the destination scan. This is what customers look for. The first one they look for are label created, and then they look for origin, and it was hit the sorting center, and then they look for destination. Is it on its way? Is really what that means. And if you look at that, it's 94%. So it went up 2% from origin, so they missed the origin scan. They missed 6 destination scans. If you go on the chart and look down in Illinois, you notice there was 4 labels created, 4 origin scans, but 0 destination. So would you think that's eBay? Or do you think that's post office? I would point to the post office on that one. So that destination scan, it went somewhere and didn't get scanned. Those 4 postcards. Delivery scan and delivered. The most important part of it is the delivered scan. Now that's not delivered to the customer's house. That's delivered to the last sorting center, last machine that read the barcode and updated the tracking. Customers will see that it was delivered, and they don't have it at their house, and they scramble. I get messages. I check my neighbors. I checked under the mailbox. It's not here. What are you going to do? I have a canned message that I keep in my notes. Every time I get those, that's what I send to the customer, stating what it is, stating that, hey, let me know if it does show up in the next couple of days. This is how it works. I keep it brief, not too detailed, not too wordy. Stick to what the tracking shows, and it's only read by sorting center. It's a little different than packages. So you want to keep it in layman terms as well. But delivery, out for delivery and delivered, 100%. New milestone for eBay. So I would say eBay's making small steps now in improvement. They still should be hitting 100. And this chart here is where I'm tracking it month to month. And if you notice, they've always been above 80%. But this month, the 2 lines of green and red, out for delivery, hit 100%. Now let's get the other ones up there. They should be at 100% every day, all the time, every month. That's the goal. There should be nothing that stops that from happening. And if they reach for that goal, they should hit it most of the time. These are machines, these are processes and stuff like that. So that should be the goal. So I think there's still room improvement for eBay. Now let's take a look at Etsy. Etsy, I was only able to pull 18 orders because of first class mailing request, uses a package tracking number, and also I had a lot of big orders that didn't use the letter tracking because it only goes up to 3 ounces. So I was only able to pull 18, but I got enough data to give us some little bit of information. Origin scan, 89%. They missed 2. Destination scan, they missed 1. Going to Connecticut. Out for delivery, 89%. eBay was 100. And 89% for delivered. And if you notice, it's Connecticut where they lost that 1, and they lost 1 in Virginia, and they lost 1 in California. The red on these charts is where the number on the scan is lower than the label created. So it kind of points to if there's anything going on. It looks like Connecticut had a problem, and Virginia had a problem in going to California on the delivery. And I would say that's the last leg of this journey, is where the -2s are. The days on both eBay and Etsy, the average days is still 4 days to get from the time I mail it to the time it gets there. It's still 4 days. California here hits 5 days, but it's still getting there 4 to 5 days, which is good. Let's see how this does during the holiday season. Shortest days was 3, and the longest day was 5 on Etsy. I think it was 7 on eBay. So it's still within the 10 days, the parameters of the post office, but it's going to be very interesting as we get into the holidays with that. Now remember, on eBay, they do not require an acceptance scans like they do on packages for eBay standard envelope. It just requires a scan somewhere in the system. eBay met that 100% this time. Etsy does not require a scan anywhere in the system. They require a tracking number to be part of their star seller program. I'm a star seller for Etsy, and I'm an eBay top-rated seller on eBay. And I did drop 1 month. I got dropped down to above standard because of the no scans. But now I'm up. I got it right back the next month, and it came back. But I'm going to be tracking this every month going forward, and we're going to be able to see the trend lines between Etsy and eBay on how they do and if they're improving or they decline. And if you still getting those emails from customers about delivered, create a little canned message that you can send to them. Make your life a lot easier. I have it on my phone, I have it on my computer, and I get those all the time. They haven't really slowed down, but at least customers are watching, and they are watching to see what their postcards are. But once you send that message to them, they usually get the postcards. Postcards are being delivered on there. But if you're not subscribed to the channel and you want to get these updates when I do this every month, hit that subscribe button and you can get notified when I send out updates on these trackings and other videos that I put out every week. Thanks for watching. Good luck out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.